long process in a short period of time, but I'm feeling better day by day, and just kind of taking it from that standpoint right now. Just trying to progress every day and do the best that I can to get out there if I can.
Same answer Trevor gave when we asked him about his update.
I mean, it's the truth though. I wish I could say that 100% and ready to go, but like I said, it's been a long road and still got a long road ahead of me. So just taking it, one day at a time.
Has it been hard to watch the games from the sideline?
It's been really tough, just because I care so much about this team and this locker room and how we progress as a team. So it's been tough, not being able to be out there and help contribute, to win games. And obviously there's been some tough times, but all I could do from afar is just kind of be there for everyone and just try to be a sound voice.
If you're able to share, what exactly was the injury, and also what was the timetable they gave you versus what you've been able to do so far?
Yeah, these core muscle injuries, they can kind of have a broad spectrum of severity. Mine was my left adductor and left ab off the bone, and then I had a right tear in my abdominal that I've been playing with since week 6. So I had been running on an injured groin for a while, and it was kind of the day that it was time for it to go. So definitely happy that I was able to get it fixed and now feel healthy. And I'm just trying to do everything that I can to, trust the process, trust the timeline, and just take it day by day.
Ahead of schedule, or is it about what you expect?
Honestly, the fact that I'm standing here in front of you guys today in cleats, being able to go out on the practice field is still kind of surreal to me. But I've been working tirelessly every single day. I've been in here, sometimes the last person to leave, just doing everything that I can to get back as fast as I can, because I want to be available. I want to help, bring this team where we all want to go. So it's taken a lot of work, and I'm really happy with where I'm at.
Is this team ready for this do or die?
Yeah, I think so. We're getting to that point. It's first day of a work day, so we're kind of just putting in what we want to do, kind of getting a feel for what they want to do. It's a rivalry game. We kind of know what they want to do. They know what we want to do, and it's just going to come down to execution, man.
So this game was a long time ago, but you guys got up on them at halftime, 13-0. It was like 27-0 in this game. So jumping out to an early start, how important would that be really for this team's confidence and to kind of run them out of the place?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just important to always start fast. You always want to start fast. No game's going to be perfect. It's always stuff here and stuff there. But I think one of the biggest keys for us this week, and every week, of course, but this week in specific, is just starting fast because we know what type of game this is. We know what type of game it's going to be.
Kent, what would it mean you've been here for a long time now, what would it mean to have back-to-back division titles? Would that really kind of send a message throughout to, hey, this is the Jags division now?
I think it'll. I don't want to say nothing too, but I think it'll go a long way and just kind of establishing the culture in which we're looking to create. This is a huge game for that, to be able to win back-to-back division championships. That'll be something I've never done since we've been here. So I think that'll be huge for us.
In general, how difficult is it during a practice week when you have backup quarterback and then maybe the starter goes and maybe he doesn't go? There's a lot of quarterback questions this week. How does the offense respond to that on the practice field?
We always know. As cliche as it sounds, it really is. It has to be next man up. It literally has to be. It can't be any other way. With us not knowing who'll go at quarterback, we know whoever's back there, we got complete and total trust in them, that they'll do their job, and I know they got the same trust in us up front that we'll do our job, and we'll lean on each other, and we know who's ever back there, we'll try his best to get the job done.
Running backs, I think, had 29 carries last week. As an offensive line, you guys love that. You're running the ball. It might take a little while, but they finally broke through with an over 60-yarder last week. That's Jaguar football, right?
Yeah, any offensive lineman wants to run the ball. If they tell you they don't, they're lying. So it's always fun when you can, get those runs going. And we know that late in the game, some of those 2-3 yard rushes start to turn into 6 yard rushes, 7 and 8 yard rushes. So I think it's just big for us to just stay consistent and just keep grinding and keep wearing on them and turn those short runs into into long runs.
All right, final thought here. Big game, obviously, Week 18, win, division title on the line. You got to love this kind of environment, right? Going to Nashville, division rival, last week of the season with everything out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it's understood. It's gonna be fun.
Last year it was about all the streaks you guys were ending. This could be another one. This team hasn't repeated as division champion since before the AFC South existed. Is there a little bit of pride in it to be able to be a part of what's a turnaround for this franchise a little bit?
Most definitely. I feel like you said, we have an opportunity to go out there and be the first. I feel like it's not too many times you can come in an NFL franchise and be able to be the first. And I feel like I sense that, we sense that, and I mean, we take great pride in that. I mean, this is what we came here for, to be legends, to be remembered forever. And I feel like by just doing things like this, we want to continue to grow and be a good team and eventually get a Super Bowl for real.
I didn't get to talk to you last week. Fred Taylor, Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist. Have you watched a lot of Fred's stuff? And what's it kind of mean to see a Jaguars running back where you hope to be one day?
So honestly, I want to say it was the Saturday night. I put on Fred Taylor highlights. So I was just watching Freddie T before I went to sleep. Just because, like, he's done it before. He's been here before. Like, he should have been in the Hall of Fame. Just watch his highlights. I mean, he was great. And I feel like this is kind of due to the Jacksonville market and things like that. But just with us kind of changing the narrative and things, I feel like he's going to get in. He deserves it. And, I mean, he just paved the way for me, for real. So, like, when I'm out there on the field, I mean, Freddie T's at the game, my brother's at the game, like, I got to go out there and ball because I know they're watching me. Like, I got a Hall of Fame player watching me play. So that just brings me great confidence to go out there and be great and do what I do because I'm trying to inspire other people to be running backs. And I feel like he inspired me to be a running back. So I'm trying to pay it forward by just about the way I play.
What struck you about the highlights?
Just how fast he was, how big, fast he was, elusive. I feel like he just always had that fighting, like he was not going down. So I feel like I try to challenge my inner Fred Taylor on that run, just like not let nobody just bring me down, get to the end zone, and put on the show for the crowd.
Travis, fortunate is probably not the word, but, you know, with everything that you guys went through the month of December, you know, to have it all, you know, come down to this, you know, winning your in, division rival as a competitor, are these type of moments that you live for?
For sure. As a competitor, I mean, what else could you want? I know, I mean, when we signed up for this in January, we started coming here and just our OTAs and stuff like that. We wanted a shot at the playoffs, and I feel like we have a shot here, and that's by controlling our own fate. So we couldn't ask for any more, a better scenario. I know the journey how we got here wasn't as smooth as we wanted it to be, but we're here, and I feel like that's all that matters. And now we're gonna lock in this week and get the job done.
It doesn't matter about, you know, playoff scenarios or anything like that. It's pretty much just go out there and just win, right?
Yeah, just win. Whatever it takes, you win and you win.
Last one for me. On defense, you guys' mantra is stop the run, first and foremost. It's going up against the guy that you know fairly well, Derrick Henry. You know, is there a different mindset than maybe in years past, or it's just, you know, defend him the same way?
You know, every week is different, so you got to be ready for whatever, especially in a game like this where, you know, the costs are high and all the energy can be high on both sides. So we know how to lock in that aspect, but stop the run is definitely the mindset.
Do it. Oh, go ahead.
I was just say, Andre, for you guys, I know Doug said he's not running through any of the playoff scenarios. The only scenario is to win the division and win this game on Sunday. Emotionally, where you guys were this time a year ago in a win and in versus now, how would you compare the two?
A little bit more prepared. I think last year, some guys, I mean, I know for myself, it's my first time being in a scenario like that. So being this is the second time, you know how to handle it a little bit better. Going into the practice week, not to focus too much on next week, but just take it one day at a time, and then when Sunday comes, take care of business.
I know Doug stressed that for you and Tyson, you're gradually getting, you know, your sea legs back under you guys from the injury. How would you evaluate your health, especially coming off of last week?
Yeah, I'm happy about where I'm at, especially like I was just saying, like week 18. A lot of times you kind of on edge, and now I feel like I'm getting back to my full self.
Differences between Levis and Tannehill, depending on who's running out there. What have you seen on film from both this year?
I think that the offense stays the same in a lot of aspects. I think both guys, I mean, Will Levis got a lot of experience now, and Tannehill obviously been doing it for a while. So I'm not going to say too much of a big difference there.
You expect to get a heavy dose of number 22, right? I mean, it's likely his last game as a Tennessee Titan, and they're going to put the score up, the board up with all the highlights of him. I mean, you know, going into that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He had a 99-yard run that he had against this team in 2018 that tied the NFL record. Okay. And you're going into a game against a great running back, even at the end. So how do you prepare to play a motivated Derrick Henry?
I mean, I like that because I'm motivated myself. The defense is motivated. So, I mean, that's what you want. You don't want a lousy game and a lousy effort. I'm glad to know that he's going to be motivated and we're able to play ball.